Rejection, depression, based on the Bible story of Moses' depression. Let's think about the situation of Moses in Exodus chapter 2. He saw an Egyptian beating a Hebrew, one of his own people. Looking this way and that and seeing no one, he killed the Egyptian and hid him in the sand. The next day he went out and saw two Hebrews fighting. He asked the one in the wrong, "Why are you hitting your fellow Hebrew?" The man said, "Who made you ruler and judge over us? Are you thinking of killing me as you killed the Egyptian?" Then Moses was afraid and thought, "What I did must have become known." He was a prince, but after the accident of killing an Egyptian, he had to run away to a remote desert. Then he lived for about 40 years. He must have been depressed with the feeling of rejection by his own people, Hebrew. Now let's see about rejection. An interpersonal situation that occurs when a person or a group of people exclude an individual from a social relationship, which brings the emotional symptoms from the feeling of deserted. First of all, they feel sadness, self-pity, which could be developed to self-hatred. They barely feel desire of anything, or they show emptiness of emotions. How about the symptoms of depression? Feeling of disconnectedness, serious sadness, pattern change of eating and sleeping, no energy, impulse to suicide. To get recovery from those, first, they should acknowledge what happened in their lives, including happenings of very early days, and think about what they lost through it. Try to move around with positive thinking rather than sitting or lying down on a sofa. Find same-sex friends. Once again, the best answer for overcoming depression is building strong relationship with God. Here's I like to introduce 5 ways of developing the relationship with God by Dr. Gary Chapman. Number 1, confronting failure. Get time of thinking and writing what brought the future of failure of marriage life. Number 2, learning of communication method, including listening to God. Usually people just tell their prayers and don't make efforts in listening to what God says. Number 3, trying to do what God said to you. Number 4, praise God although you are in hardship. Last one, getting fellowship with others of similar situation. People who experienced and overcame hardships understand others in despair. Lastly, I'd like to share the Bible verse from Isaiah chapter 41 verse 10. So do not fear, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you and help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand. I hope we never forget God is with us 24 hours, 7 days.
Morning has broken.